When I was living in the US, I became aware of all the abuse that the cows were enduring for my milk consumption. But I always thought, hey, we don't do this in India, you know. It is actually much better the way we treat cows in India. So because they treat cows well in India, I thought there is a way to get milk that doesn't have to abuse the cow. So therefore I'll continue consuming. It's just the producer's problem that they're abusing the cows. Then in 2008, I went vegan for the environment actually. So I dropped my milk consumption in December of 2008. And within a week, I had this huge sense of guilt lift off my shoulders. And, I was wondering, where did this guilt come from? Why was I harboring all this guilt all along? And then I remembered, when I was 6 or 7 years old, I was in my grandparents' house in Karnataka, in India. This is a remote village near Mangalore. And every summer, our parents used to send all the kids over there so that we could go and spend some time with the grandparents. And I was sitting there and I overheard my grandmother talking to my grandfather. My grandmother was saying that this particular calf is drinking too much milk. It's not leaving enough milk for the children. What do I do? You see, my grandparents were doing what people were supposed to do. Just let the calf drink and then take the excess milk for human consumption. This is why I thought we don't really hurt the animals in India. And then, when my grandmother found that there wasn't enough milk coming from the cow after the calf had finished, she was complaining to my grandfather about this particular calf. So my grandfather told my grandmother, don't let him drink to his fill. Pull him away after 10 minutes. And as a child, I knew that there was something wrong going on. But I tried to put it away in the back of my mind and forget about it. But guess what? Subconsciously, I never did. This is why every time I lied to myself and consumed milk, I was building up that guilt. And this is the guilt that just fell off my shoulders when I went vegan. And come to think of it, in the ancient times also, the animals were being abused. How do you get milk out of an animal without denying it from the calf? If we really think that we need the milk for our health, are we not going to abuse it when we need it more? Or if we are selling the milk and making money, are we not going to get that milk from the cow? Is there someone who would say, hey, I need that money more than the cow needs the milk or the calf needs the milk? So I really think that abuse was there all along. It's just that we were told stories. The story in India was that we treat the cow very, very well. And that's what we all bought into.